And the only way that you can access my content, the premium package, is basically to own my NFT.
So how are you going to get these talents to use your platform?
We've taken sport economics and mixed it with crypto economics and put it in one platform.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Pitch for Investment Online. This is Othership's monthly pitch event where we're going to put 5 of our founders in front of our wonderful panel of investors. So next up we have Pieter pitching from Zolt. Zolt is using blockchains to provide digital cards that you can trade with your friends. Imagine top trumps meets crypto. Here we go.
Thank you very much, guys. My name is Pieter. I'm one of the co-founders of Zolt. Zolt is a really exciting platform that, like I said, is the second time around here. I'm standing in for our CEO tonight, technical director. Zolt is an extremely unique platform that connecting talent, ambition, and fan passion. So Zolt is a really fun NFT digital trading card platform for all levels of talent, for all types of talent. So anyone to promote them the abilities for fun and profit. We believe in the future of digital trading cards industry. It's making them available for all types of talent, all levels, from amateurs to professionals in a fun, awesome way. The problem is that there's no dedicated platform for up-and-coming grassroots talent where it's socially acceptable to showcase or build or brag about the ability to be great about what they do. The current platforms are top-down, they focus on professionals only, and the corporate structures are now in the rule, and there are no platforms just for fun. The solution, well, it's a great platform for all talent, everyone, everywhere, at any level, to monetize their effort and skill and be visible, connected, and rewarded. So be exposed. Our target audience are talents in selected countries, in then the age groups between 13 and 25 that has got access to smartphones and it got access to data, and then also active to social media. That's all active on social media, and the total addressable market size is 120 million plus. Good. So here's our business model. Our strategy is partnerships. These partnerships will effectively influencing our talent to join the platform. Ambassadors and talentos, these are influence will be especially effective in getting the talent to join the platform, since they already have the following in the social media. The fans buy the trading cards from the talented people, the creators, and Zolt gets them to pay the transaction fee of 10% of bringing them two together. Talent also makes money on the transactions. Subscriptions, free basic user platform with a monthly subscription of additional revenue to purchase with the crypto tokens, up to $5 per month for a minimum purchase per user. Yes, our initial global markets: South Africa, Australia, France, Germany, Ireland, Netherlands, United Kingdom, and all the rest. Our TAM is over 121 million people, and our SOM is a 2.5 million. This is our positioning map. We have 2 communities, one for specific sports and the others are for types of talent, from the professional only and then from skill levels to fun. Here you can see the positioning insights. So at the lower end, we've got, basically a footballs and pros only, and then companies like Top Shot, Virtual Stacks, and then Zolt. Zolt is the top right quadrant, clearly ahead of the others in all types of talent and skill levels. This is our team. On the top row, you have all the full staff with experienced managers, and at the bottom row, we have some great advisors. So here's our current user funds. Our total ask is 1.5 million. This will be spread in the different segments in our business. Here's our milestones. In the first quarter after funding, we will further develop a platform before launching. In the third quarter, we will be launching our full marketing and sales campaigns. In the fourth quarter, funding will be making marketing and sales push to generate more sales by the end of the first year. From the fifth quarter, we will continue building our sales and brand identity, increasing the number of ambassadors and influencers on board. And then finally, on the 5th, we will be ready on our IPO for acquiring by larger companies and or to license our IP. Good. So here's our P&L. We expect revenue for year one is about 8 million US and a profit of about 3.3 million US. And by year five, we projected a revenue of 256 million and a profit of about 187. Thank you. Over to the questioning. Thanks, guys. Hello, Ahmad. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Yeah, my pleasure. Great stuff. So people can post their talent on the platform, and then you target influencers, people with a big following. They can post about their talent, and then people will buy an NFT of that influencer, and you get a cut. And then they recruit others to come on the platform and kind of continue growing that recruitment process. Is that kind of how it works? Because the funnel thing kind of threw me off. I didn't really get exactly how it works. So can you explain maybe?
Yeah, maybe if I can do it, with the training wheels off, I'm really, first of all, camera shy. This is not my thing. I really apologize in advance for the issues. So freestyling, let's go. I think it's going to be much better. So to give you an idea, let's sit at the core. What is the North Star of Zolt? Zolt's North Star is expose up and coming talents. And basically, it's the people that don't have the exposure ability or to be in a position that didn't went to this institutions where fancy schools and stuff to be talented athletes one day, although they might possess the talent or the ability. They didn't have the opportunity because they just had the exposure from that side. So the ideal and the goal is to break this even ground and to say you don't need to have to go to this brilliant school or this fine institution to get somewhere someday. Zolt could be that exposure platform for you, and now you can start monetizing your career from a young age. So by saying that is that it's the grassroots and it's the long tail of all the athletes in the world starting at younger ages. I know it's a difficult market to get into. I know it's risky, but at the end of the day, it's big, it's huge, and if you can get it right, what we think we can and will, it's really it's in the numbers. So in terms of I can put it to you, in terms of the creators, let's take a step back. Imagine we create LinkedIn, but only for talent, for all talents, any talent, for any age. And the only way that you can access my content, the premium package, is basically to own my NFT and my cards. And for you to get access to the content, you need to purchase the card. On every purchase that you make, we take a 10% cut. And every time that card resells to other friends and family or to other guys in collecting these cards, making up team packs and stuff, they always get a cut back. I hope that explains it.
Let's say I'm a famous athlete,
okay.
A football player, just low-hanging example.
Okay.
And I generate NFTs that my fans can come in and buy, and then you take 10% from that, and then they can go sell it in the market and make more money because if they got more famous over the next few years, Man United signed me or whoever your favorite club is, and my value is skyrocketing. People are able to benefit from that NFT, and me as the athlete, I'm able to make money by selling those cards. Is that kind of what it is?
It's exactly that. Regardless if it's top down or bottoms up, from what level of talent, or if you're Ronaldo or are you just a nobody, everybody's got the same opportunity to monetize themselves. Obviously, and Ronaldo is going to make $1 billion overnight, but everybody will have the opportunity. Okay,
and the financial projections that you've presented. So are you guys live? Like, did the platform launch?
We are. Okay, so in terms of traction, we're strong in development for the last 2 years. We kept it hush hush. We haven't, conventionally all platforms, they startups make a big fuss, get money in, and start building and launch an NFT. MVP 8 and 10 months down the line, and so forth, and start debugging and fixing on demand. we've done all the work prior to this. Our launch date is basically the 15th of November, and we're going, full force. We're doing a dry launch now, or a soft launch or pre-launch in this phase of October, November, just to get some content, onto the platform. We've got Android and iOS mobile application, and our platform are basically ready. So,
Do you have any signed up, any athletes or any talent signed up?
Yeah. So some ambassadors, big guys. Yes, we've got a few guys. Some of the world's best golf players. Louisa, I don't know, South African guys. So closer to home. So there's a few big talents that on there. But I wouldn't say there's a barrier for entry. So if anybody would see how easy it is, there's no cost involved. So when you adopt, create your card and then re-promote directly to your fan base directly. So.
And you're trying to replace like the old school cards that used to buy of those athletes and digitize it.
Exactly.
That's the last question. I'll leave it so that the other panelists can ask.
So what we've done is, you remember this traditional sports cards?
Yeah.
We just turned them to digital. So you can get the sign with your mobile phone, you can collect them, trade them. So in a nutshell, we took this and made it digital, linked it to the NFT, and we brought a complete new spin to a utility factor in NFTs in terms of giving you access to your content.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Thanks, Ahmad.
Hey, Pieter, how you doing? Thanks for that. Very interesting. So talk to me a little bit more about on the content side. So what do I get access to when I've got this NFT? And as a talent, am I then producing content that the NFT holders then get special access to? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So imagine, let's put it this way. So LinkedIn, I can use all the social media platforms today. Is that you type and post stuff, for popularity, to see how many likes you get. Instead, on Zolt, you actually get paid. So your Patreons basically is the only guys that get access to your content. So when you type it in a post, do something funny at home. Our CEO likes to refer to, one day in the life of Tiger Woods. Tiger and his family is having a good time and they're posting it. The only way you can see it is having Tiger's specific card. And you'll have to, and you can only comment, post and share and communicate and be part of that circle or that group, if you own that card.
Yeah. So have you built, as well as the kind of, the card mechanism and the kind of on-chain, have you also built, a video sharing platform and somewhere you can post and like the kind of social media network?
Exactly. Yeah. So we actually went further than that. That's why we've been 2 years in development, actually a little bit more. We've reprogrammed basically, Strava?
Yeah.
We've rebuilt Strava, we've rebuilt LinkedIn versus Instagram, we've got video broadcasting, live broadcasting, your content creation, all of that in one. Oh, and obviously OpenSea marketplace, where you've got your auto-generating. I think that's one of the nicest features of Zolt is basically that, and what differentiates us from anybody else is that instead that you've got designers creating your cards, which got a limitation factor on the quantity of designers you can have. We've built a platform that creates the card, in a few seconds. The front and back, load your card, load a special video on the back of the card. And then on certain card sales, you unlock special cards. And special cards got special features, and only certain people with certain cards get access to certain. But the platform basically is neutral. That the creators are going to form the rules eventually how they want to. It's like YouTube. If you think back on YouTube, how it started and how the innovation grew within the communities of YouTube and all the other platforms. Is exactly the same thing. The thing that we've done right is basically took small pieces of all the good stuff and built something great. We've took sport economics and mixed it with crypto economics and put it in one platform.
Okay. No, I understand. And then I guess final one for me. So how do you plan to acquire the talent to your platform?
Well, there's two sides of it. One is that you've got your top-down approach, like Ahmad said. You've got your super famous athletes, ambassadors, that obviously if they start posting and they know they can get money out of this, and as soon as the super athletes start adopting the platform, they also start creating the cards, and the cards could be shared on other platforms, and that will draw them into this platform, into Zolt.
So how do you get those top tier talents? Like, you need to build up that. How are you going to get them to come? How are you going to say, hey, football player X, Y, Z, come to Zolt? What's the driver?
Okay, let me put the question back to you. So if, let's say you are Ronaldo, or let's say you are any other famous athlete, okay, yeah, regardless what it is, and you've just heard or know that by means of your popularity, if I create this card tonight, by tomorrow morning I can sell 10,000 just by out of my popularity. I've got a new revenue stream. I can make $1 million overnight. Why wouldn't you do it? The people start queuing for it. So
I guess the question is, I understand the premise, but you go in and your dry launch, was it mid-November, or dry launch now, launching in November? How do you get those first few people on there? Because that's the
hard. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood your question. I apologize.
That's okay. So how are you going to get these talents to use your platform?
So we've signed up them. We had some golf events, and we had previous events to this date. Some singers, golf players, netball players of different sports, key individuals in their respective fields that signed contracts with Zolt, that, would on the day of launch, they would start promoting this, and also, draw in the others. Obviously, it's going to take time, and I think with the few that we've got, we don't need much, but the few that we've got will make a group. And that's the nice thing about the economics in Zolt, is that we don't need billions of users to be successful. We need hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, okay, I understood. That's it for me. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for the pitch, and good to hear the answers that you've been given so far. I guess you mentioned when your answers to Mike about like the business model of Zolt. I'm remembering your pitch, you were saying some of your revenue projections in the first year pretty strong. Maybe could you like break that down a little bit? So like, where's the revenue coming from? What is the business model? And revenue?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Good question. So Sam, so Zolt has basically got a primary business revenue driver is transactional revenue. It's when we bring two people together. We've got a buyer and a seller buying a card, and we take 10% of that transaction. We've got no transactional cost because it's in our own platform. We also own our own exchange and our own wallet. So we don't make use of any third-party services. And also our own payment gateway. So with that said, is that we've got really much enough room for good margins there. So our first one is obviously our 10% to be, and every transaction thereafter we take 10% off. And then we've got with our primary one, and then it's our token sale. So on every token that you're on board and need to purchase, that we've got 100% revenue on that exact, also. So
you're not paying any like gas fees or minting fees or? Well,
we are on Solana. So remember one thing is that we've been 0.000001 cents on a mint, but as a custody, we structure it a bit different. We got really great economics behind it. So it's almost nothing.
Okay. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about like your go-to-market. Like you said that you've got a few golfing professionals signed up already, which is great. How are you gonna like tackle new markets? How are you looking to grow into other sports? How's that gonna happen, rather than just the idea that like business attracts business?
Yeah, I can see why you think it wouldn't work, but or it seems rough, but we've got a unique onboarding strategy within Zolt, is that if you share your card with three other people, you get 3 cards you share with 3 other people outside of Zolt and other platforms. to draw them back into Zolt, you get rewarded. And also the people that onboarded to get the free cards. So we've got a exponential growth adoption strategy based on the thing is about Zolt is that we don't need to advertise and drive it this hard. We give the platform, and you as the creator and the buyers are the ones that are creating your own brand and promoting your own brand. So I think the misperception is think that Zolt needs to be putting all the effort out there. We're not trying to be the Red Bull. The creators of Zolt within Zolt would be promoting themselves. We're only the platform.
Okay. And lastly, what other utility is there for owning an NFT in a sports person? I know, you mentioned So Rare, they've got a lot of gamification around owning NFTs and collectibles. Is there other parts to that strings to that bow that you're looking to add, or is
absolutely,
this
yeah. So obviously the first go-to-market on an MVP level is basically first utility is accessibility. So giving you access to content, access to real events outside of Zolt. With that, and then on a further stage, we've got already the games laid out, physical games, mobile games, external of Zolt, where you're going to need to use the cards. Do you remember I've previously shown the top trump cards, that you play? Exact same thing, but just in digital. So there's new cards coming up, fantasy leagues where you use the NFTs to bet, to build up your teams and those sort of things. We've got already set up. We've been about 6 or 8 months already in development. So our gaming development division already working on that. So there's new products to come from Zolt. So not only this platform, we've got multiple other products and services within Zolt, especially our Talentos. We've got Zolt Talent. Zolt Talent is the creation platform. The Talentos platform is basically used by institutions, clubs, small karate clubs to big schools and so forth, where they manage their teams via this NFT. So the verification and basically comes back to that if I want to manage my team, the sports club, if I want to manage my team, I need to own those cards, to be able to stack them, shift them around, send out invitations on those NFTs. So there's a massive utility factor behind this, so that the NFT basically represent you in that team going forward on the management side. So there's a few mentioned already, and there's quite a few more.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, very interesting. Thank you for pitching today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This has been Pitch for Investment Online by Othership. If you want to find links to our other events or some of our previous videos, you can find them in the description, along with links to Othership's workspace solutions, flexible working software, events, and online community. Thank you so much for joining.